To what extent do Australian tourism brands promote Indigenous cultural identity in their digital advertising campaigns? A case study of Qantas's YouTube channel, September 2008 to September 2025. The exploration of promoting Indigenous cultural identity in Qantas's YouTube advertising campaigns will focus on stereotyping in audiovisual representations. This will be achieved by applying Endong's concept of body adjectification, specifically visual cues in the context of stereotypes. Conveyance of body adjectification typically revolves around denigration of cultural identity, reinforcing decades-old myths and stereotypes. However, differing from the motivations of international non-governmental organizations, as the case study pertains to tourism, body adjectification and accompanying stereotype production in advertising should be understood more broadly, in that it can capture the wisdom and rhetoric marketed by the campaign organizers, but sometimes subtly act as negative symbols or metaphors. To further situate Qantas's promotion of Indigenous cultural identity, this case study will reflect upon Myers et al. Conceptualization of inclusive representation in media coverage. Parallel to the negotiation of journalistic boundaries, inclusive representation can be conceptually applied to advertising to provide genuine openings for a greater diversity of Indigenous voices. Together, these perspectives illustrate how deficit-based portrayals, omissions, and harmful stereotypes can be sustained through reductive advertising practices, but equally, their disruption when representation is broadened to include the voices and agency of those being portrayed. This case study will focus on social media advertising content produced by Qantas on the YouTube platform. This study draws on Qantas's official YouTube channel as the primary data source, as it functions as a key platform for the airline's digital advertising and brand storytelling. Analyzing this channel allows for a systematic examination of the extent to which Indigenous cultural identity is represented, promoted, or omitted within Qantas's digital advertising strategies. I intend to conduct a content analysis of videos listed on Qantas's official YouTube channel. YouTube provides a comprehensive and publicly accessible archive of Qantas's promotional materials, allowing for a systematic examination of recurring themes, symbols, and narratives. There are, however, a large number of videos available, so for research feasibility purposes, I'll engage in systematic sampling for quantitative data and purposive sampling for qualitative data. Systematic sampling will occur at a rate of either 1 in 10 or 1 in 8, depending on feasibility. This can assess elements such as prominence, whereas purposive sampling will be conducted with the criteria of containing overtly Indigenous content in either the thumbnail or title of a video, and/or an analysis of the Australian Explore campaigns to assess various aspects of representation. Careful attention will be paid to the respectful and accurate interpretation of Indigenous cultural symbols, narratives, and imagery, acknowledging the historical and ongoing marginalization of Indigenous voices in media. Furthermore, all data collected is publicly available, ensuring no personal or private information is used, as well as adopting sampling techniques to remove bias. I plan to deliver this case study in the structure of a report, exploring specific topics to establish the extent to which Australian tourism brands promote Indigenous cultural identity,